Hi everyone, hope you're having an amazing day so far. Give us just a second. We also went to Dallas for my aunt's house for Morgan's birthday. She just turned 26, honey. That's always a good day to get kicked off the insurance girl. Hey Becky. But we had a wonderful time and we're back here, honey, of course, on this Tuesday to have a wonderful time with you. So we were trying to decide and think about what we wanted to do today on the video. And I think I want to do a fall cemetery comb. We have so many loved ones that are at the cemetery who have unfortunately passed away, and we always want to do something super special for them and honor them at the graveside. So I've got just a small styrofoam cone here, and I've got an assortment of mixed bushes. Now don't remember, guys, all of these bushes and the styrofoam and everything you see here can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com, along with a bunch of other stuff. And every week here at Ellis, they like to offer an item of the week to show our appreciation to you guys for watching and listening and tuning in each week. And this week, girl, we've got fall bushes at 50% off, which I'm just using about 3 of the 100 or so that we have out there. So there's lots to choose from online. They're all 50% off for you guys. And everything can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com. How's things on your end? Good? Okay, y'all, bear with me. I'm going to see if I can fix this comments here, but I can't. Okay. So I can't see comments on my end, but Nina can.
I have comments.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all. So let's get our styrofoam ready. I'm just going to prop it up right here in this little pot so you guys can see it better. And we're going to start with this beautiful fall bush right here. Now, let me tell you, the reason I love this is because it's got a mixture of color. And the darker the colors, the more rich and elegant to me that it seems. So you've got these beautiful red sunflowers. You've got this purple something here. I don't know what it's called, girl. You got a little bit of this yellowish orange mum. And you've got greenery and everything already built in this bush. So what we're going to do is grab your wire cutters and you want to cut this all apart to begin, okay? So start down here at the bottom and just cut it all apart. And I like to make a little pile, girl, like I'm cooking, and then go from there. Oh my God, breaking news. Listen, I about had a freaking heart attack last night in the bed and cried, literally, okay? Because it takes a lot of people for me to get this sensitive. But I saw, y'all know, listen, Rachel Ray, she has filmed her talk show, filmed her Food Network stuff in her house in upstate New York in the Adirondack Mountains since the quarantine started, probably late February. Her house burned down last night, or it was 2 days ago. It's just the second floor, but it's destroyed. Everything is destroyed. The kitchen wasn't touched, but you can't live in your house without no roof on it, and you'll have to look it up, guys, on the computer, on Google. But there is, it was just engulfed in flames, and they're trying to figure out the cause of the fire. But is that not crazy? She said the other day on a radio show that she's literally worked nonstop since the quarantine to make sure she could get all this done and put all this content out for you guys, and then her house burns down. And I love Rachel Ray. She's one of my favorites, so I feel awful. So if you guys have seen that on the news, leave a comment. Let me know if you've heard anything else, because I'm anxious to hear what was the cause of the fire, because I just can't even imagine. But she said, it's just a house, and her husband and her dog got out safely. So that's all that matters.
A couple of people said they saw it.
It's crazy, y'all. Okay, let's pull this back over here. So let's get started, honey. We're going to start up here in the very top of this cone. Put your first flower of your choice. I happen to love red, so we're going to use that to begin with, and then taper down from there. So let's take our first poll today. I want to know how many of you guys that are watching do your own cemetery cones for your loved ones at the cemetery. Y'all leave a comment, let me know. You notice, Dina, we haven't had any comments about the sound. It might be the phone. It might be just working. Never know. Okay, so we're just going to continue adding these in, work these around in a circular pattern. And I'm just alternating the colors. Hi, Mary. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Becky. All I can see is when people are watching, but that's about it, which is so strange.
Got a couple who said they make their own.
Cool. I do too. My dad is at the cemetery, my grandmother's at the cemetery, and I try and do those for each big season, you know? Okay, so I'm just working my flowers down. Look how pretty this mix of colors, y'all. It's got the purple, the goldish color, and the red, so I love it. Actually, I wonder if this will work better. Perfect. So if you guys have a vase or something at your house or at home, I use a coffee cup, something that'll hold your styrofoam that's a little bit heavier. It works, it makes it easier for you when you start adding in your flowers and stuff. This one on this side. So guys, this weekend in Dallas, we went to this place that I had been before for Morgan's birthday. It was called 60 Vines. If you guys live in the area, if you're around there, let me know what you think about it. But it's so good, guys. They have 60 wines on tap. Kind of like beers on tap, but they have wine on tap. But who cares about the wine? The food was amazing. We had, first of all, when I go to places, especially like the Cheesecake Factory, I like to just order one of everything appetizer-wise and take it home because you can always have a snack later. So for appetizers, we got Brussels sprouts. They were kind of like this Asian tasting. So good. You like Brussels sprouts? Ugh. Okay. And they were kind of burned up. I like them when they're burned up because they taste better. And we got this bruschetta, which had ricotta cheese all over it and roasted tomatoes. So good. And what else did we have? We had some like Alfredo dip, not Alfredo, marinara dip. We all got pizzas. We got like 500 pizzas for dinner. We took a lot home. Josh got pasta. It was so good. So that's what we did on Saturday night, and we came home on Sunday. And girl, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, we were just lazy. You know, when you drive even for 2 hours, 45 minutes, it wears you out. So we laid on the couch, watched movies, just relaxed, and did a lot of nothing. Yesterday, I worked all day almost, shipping packages out, getting things ready to go, dropped those off at the post office, and then tomorrow, we've got our family dinner, which I'm excited for. Hey, Karen. Oh my God, I've got an update for all of y'all. Are y'all ready for this? Go ahead.
Lisa's asking for ideas for mausoleums.
Okay, so guys, really quick, if you don't, let me forget about my news, Danny, you're gonna croak. Okay, if you have a mausoleum, guys, most of the time you want to make a flat back arrangement because the container or the holder that's next to the mausoleum, it's super close. So if you make a big round arrangement, it's gonna get smashed up against the mausoleum thing. So you wanna make a flat back. So what you wanna do, get yourself a piece of styrofoam, make sure that you shave it down to where it's the correct size for the holder at the mausoleum, and then start at the very back with something like leather leaf or lemon leaf or ficus, something to give you a great backdrop, and then work your way forward. That way you can insert that arrangement into that little vase insert at the mausoleum with the flat back of the greenery up next to the mausoleum. So hopefully that'll help you. Okay, y'all ready? Listen. I've been telling y'all, okay, that my mom's got Keith. She got this man. She's living out in the woods like Laura Ingalls. Honey, they are engaged. Okay? They are engaged. They got engaged maybe like 5 days ago. Let me tell you how it all went down. I don't really know. She hadn't told me. So, Mother, if you're watching, thank you. So, she went on a trip. 5 days, I think. They went off to God knows where with the boat and did all kinds of stuff. Had a great time. And she called me one day. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon when she got back, the day after she got back. She called me, and I, you know, I was like, hello, hello. I couldn't hear anybody. But I kind of sounded like somebody was crying. I was thinking, oh, God, what happened to the dog? I always get nervous, and the first thing I think of is she's calling to tell me something happened to one of the dogs, because one time she called me crying, and the dog had died. So, you know, I was kind of nervous. So then I was like, oh, my God. So I was wondering if she talked to Morgan. So I hung up on her, and then Morgan started calling me. So I called Morgan. She's like, Dylan. And I said, yes. And I said, Mom just tried to call me, but I couldn't hear. It sounded like somebody was crying. I hope nothing's wrong with the dog. And she goes, no, she got engaged. I was like, what? Let me call you back. So I hung her up, called Mom back. And yes, that's why she was crying, because she was excited. I'm like, Mother, listen, we're going to put your engagement over here for a second. Don't ever call me crying again, because I thought somebody had died, including the dog. So anyway, yes, we're happy for them. Congratulations to Mom and Keith if you're watching. And hopefully I'll get the full story tomorrow night, because I haven't really heard much from her. So we'll get the full story tomorrow night, and I'll give you guys an update next week on that. But I knew a few days ago, but I haven't even said anything on my design page because I just wanted to make sure that she announced it first, and she did, so it's public knowledge. So congratulations to Tracy and Keith. Okay, that's my big news. Back to our cemetery cone. So we've got this little thing going on here. So now, I'm going to go ahead and just cut apart. I've got 2 more of these bushes. By the way, guys, 50% off for the item of the week here at Ellis. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut these apart and make myself a little pile before I do any more. Okay. Trim all of these. What's everybody been doing at home? Are you guys still locked in quarantine? And where you live, are your movie theaters open? So many movies that were supposed to come out this year have pushed back till next year because they really want that theater release that they, you know, that's how they depend on all their money. One of those was the Halloween movie that was coming out. I'm so pissed.
Yeah.
Also, they're supposed to come out with Mulan, and now it's coming out on Disney Plus. Did y'all hear the price for that? Listen, put down your Bloody Mary and listen to this, okay? $30 to rent it for a day on Disney Plus instead of the movie theater release. $30! Now listen, I could do $20 because that's what you're going to spend at the theater anyway. But $30? No, I need the extra $10 to get my popcorn and my snacks. You know, that's crazy. So that's our next poll. Would you pay $30 to watch a remake of Mulan on Disney Plus when it comes out in September? Just say yes or no. I'd love to know. Mine's going to be heck no. And Dina's over there going, For $30, Dina, me and you could go to Chick-fil-A, have money left over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You been to Pizza King lately?
No.
Sounds good right now. I've been trying to eat better, y'all. I look like a beached whale. And so I had a salad for lunch yesterday, pasta for dinner. It's all about the balance, I think. Okay, so we're going to continue filling in here with all of our beautiful fall colors in this bush. Oh my gosh.
Lots of nose.
Okay, see, that's going to bomb. So you know what? I think that you'd have a really good turnout almost if you would just put the movie out for a decent $14.99. You know, that's understandable. You're still, the people in the movie and the theaters are still trying to recoup, but you know, you're not getting robbed at the same time. That's just crazy. Anybody watched any good movies lately? I have been stuck like glue on this show called The Bold Type. My friend Katie got me stuck on. And it's about these 3 girls who are like, I think they're about 30, and they work at this magazine called Scarlet Magazine. Y'all need to watch it. It's on Hulu. It comes on Freeform usually, but it's on Hulu right now. And I think that you guys would really like it. We also watched this past week and weekend The Greatest Showman, which you guys know I'm obsessed with. I've seen every song, girl. And what else did we watch? Oh, Because I Said So with Diane Keaton and Mandy Moore. I was telling Dina about that. So if y'all have any recommendations of something that you found during the quarantine, honey, leave a comment. Let me know. Okay, I'm going to kind of turn this so y'all can see how pretty this is. When you have a bush that's got multiple colors, you just want to make sure you don't put all the colors in one row, I guess. You want to kind of evenly disperse them throughout the whole entire cemetery cone. God, that air went off, and I'm about to sweat over here. Woo! It's humid in here. I think me and you are going to have to get us a little diva fan back here or something.
Mm-hmm.
That ceiling fan is doing nothing but putting out dust. Okay, I'm going to finish off this side.
California still has no indoor dining.
That is cray-cray. Here in Texas, for the most part, you have to wear a mask in the restaurant. But when you sit down to eat, of course, you can take it off. But, you know, look how pretty. We just finished that side, guys. I love this wisteria or whatever this is. I'm kind of glad, though, for somewhat of normalcy because, you know, it's nothing like going to sit down for a meal and enjoying yourself. So, you know, with all the safety precautions that everybody's taking, hopefully it'll be good. I know school started back for some people, and some people have put it off for the next 9 weeks. The first semester is going to be virtual school. So I can already tell you right now I'd be failing if that was me. But, you know, so I think right now, because it's the only option, some kids will do really well with it. I think me and Dina would fail. I think she's told me before. We have to be hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We have fun in remedial. That's what I always say growing up. My mom would say, Dylan, what's this F on your report card? And I said, girl, I just want to get in remedial because we have so much fun in there. Okay. So I'm just continuing to add still on this side. It's turning out super pretty, guys. I can't wait for you to see it. Again, if you just popped on, my name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan. Welcome. We're at Ellis Home and Garden this morning. Gina's here behind the camera reading the comments as usual. And we're making a beautiful cemetery cone. So any questions y'all have, leave them down below. All the fall bushes are 50% off, and that's Ellis's item of the week this week.
Jody says Handmaid's Tale's pushed back to 2021.
I saw that. They started production on that, and they had to halt it because of COVID, and I guess they haven't had time to continue. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen with all the shows that usually premiere in the fall, like Grey's Anatomy and all that stuff, because 911, they film all summer, and they haven't been able to film. And so some shows, like The Bold and the Beautiful, and some talk shows, did you see Hoda and whatever? They're like 6 feet apart. They're back on the air, but they're sitting apart. I just want to be on that show because they drink wine every morning. Can you imagine? Girl, I'll be lit by 11. I mean, I have to get censored on that show because I'd probably say something I shouldn't. But, yeah, I'm just anxious to see what they do with it. I heard 911, though, is pushed back to 2021. So, like, probably January. So, it's going to be a long, cold Christmas. Actually hot here in Texas, but we got no shows to watch. But safety's more important, people. I try to tell myself that anyway. Okay. This side. Okay, let's take another poll because I've got something to tell y'all. We had talked last year, I think, about possibly doing a Alaskan cruise. And Josh is about to turn 30 this year, and so he wants to do something fun for his 30th birthday. So I think we're going to go on an Alaskan cruise this year. We've done the Caribbean. We've seen the water. Honey, we swam with the jellyfish. So I want to know what your favorite vacation is that you've ever been on. Whether it's just down the road to, you know, Water Slide Park, or whether you went to New York City or wherever. So y'all just leave a comment. Let us know your favorite destination vacation that you have been on. And while y'all do that, I'm going to be roasting. because I'm about to burn up over here. Okay.
Well, someone asked about wonder how they're making the Hallmark movies, the new
I
ones.
know they said they announced like 40 new movies. They must have filmed those a long time ago, girl. But you know, I think it just depends on the network and the cast and crew and what they're comfortable with, because a lot of them have went back to work in production. I guess they're just taking precaution, which I don't know how you can do that when you're kissing people on Hallmark. But maybe they'll have a new movie about, you know, social distancing. Okay, look at this. See how everything is evenly distributed, guys? We have all the beautiful colors. So, on my videos, I always give you guys starting and stopping points, and this could definitely be a stopping point if you wanted it to be. But girl, we need some more filler. So, to add some more fullness in here, we've got a couple different things. We've got these wheat pieces that were mixed in this bush. We're going to go back and add those. We've also got this wheat bush here, which is new on the website. This is fun. It's pretty. It's got a little bit of a lighter color. So I think that'd be pretty to add here with this cemetery cone. So, we're going to go down here at the bottom of the bush, like the others, cut it all apart, and then we're going to add this in for some fullness. You could also use leatherleaf fern if you had that. That's really popular, and it's kind of a staple for cemetery work.
It's a couple of Cabo San Lucas.
My aunt and uncle are about to buy a house there, actually, the ones we went to this weekend. She's a retired teacher. She works now for a chiropractor. My uncle is a retired police officer. And, you know, they've had the whole big house thing, done that. The kids are grown. So they're going in August to look at houses, but they want to just live there and do their thing. I think that's awesome, especially because, girl, I need a place to stay. Okay, take my trip down.
Hawaii.
I've heard Hawaii's beautiful, but there's nothing all-inclusive there. So you have to pay for everything separate, and, girl, please, I drink too much. I like to go to the beach and be able to sit down and not have to worry about, you know, a big tab. Now, I've heard once you get to Hawaii, also, you have to rent a car if you want to go places, and that's going to cost you more money. So, Josh's brother-in-law is actually born and raised there. He's from Hawaii. We also have a trip planned this fall, October 2nd through the 4th. We're going with Josh's mom, actually, to Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Y'all know I love me some Broken Bow, honey. And we're going to do that. Have you started watching Yellowstone?
Not yet. We're
Oh
not
my
going to have time.
God, I know.
I will after this weekend.
Okay, so y'all, what's your thoughts on Yellowstone? There's 2 more episodes, and I cannot freaking wait to see what happens.
Jamaica.
Ooh, I think Kevin's been in Jamaica, the manager here, y'all. He loved it. You gotta be careful, girl. When you get some of them exotic beaches, you having a new resort. No, ma'am, I ain't trying to see all that. Mm-mm.
You can take a cruise around the Hawaiian Islands.
Oh, that'd be pretty. Okay. Another great filler, guys, that you can use would be some silver dollar eucalyptus. I just think this is great also. So I've got these laying here, so you might as well use them, girl. And this is just great to help fill in some spaces or holes that you may have in your cemetery cone. So take off those trashy tags, and we're just going to cut this in smaller pieces and add it around in the arrangement. So you looked at the rooms out there. What's your favorite kind of color scheme do you think this year? Candy, traditional? I like the, I really like that Tree Susan did the red and white one in the first room.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. And I like the black and white decor.
Yeah.
That's pretty too.
There's one color, it's almost like a champagne and a bronze together.
Yeah.
It's almost like a gold color. I really like that.
I'll have to go there and look. Okay, so I'm just going through the arrangement, guys, and when you have stuff like this, it's always important that you pull it apart so you get the fullness out of it that you want. What's everybody having for lunch, honey? I'm having a salad. Girl, I got on the scale this morning and that thing blew out from under me, so I gotta do better. Also, guys, remember, I'm doing this for demo, so I'm not really gluing, but if you were gonna do this for your home or for, you know, the cemetery, you definitely want to put some glue in there because it's outside with the wind, and before you know it, honey, somebody else could be enjoying your cemetery cone if it flies out.
A couple of people are asking for tours.
Oh, tour of the store. Should we do one of those? I don't know if we can this week. How about we plan a tour for next week, because we're actually on the iPad and it's dead, and so I've got it plugged in. So how about we'll plan that for next week. We will do a store tour. They're almost done with decorating. I think they've got like maybe 3 or 4 trees left. So I want to wait till they have it all done so you guys can see the full presentation because you're just gonna die. It's so fabulous. And we can't see the comments on the iPad too. So. Okay.
Lisa, yes, we are at the Longview store.
We're also working, guys, to put together some tree decorating demos for you guys that are going to be live in person at, I think, all the locations. We're still working out the specifics and the dates and stuff and time. So as soon as we, of course, know that information, we will put it out here for you guys to know. But I think it's going to be so fun. It'll be the first time I've actually been able to get out and do anything since the whole pandemic thing. So I think it'll be great to get to see you guys and interact and of course have some fun because Christmas I think is going to be one of the biggest ever just because we've all been locked up and that's going to bring us some cheer and make us smile. So I know me and Dina don't have to have excuses for Christmas, but we can't wait. Josh got in my car the other day, y'all. There was a Christmas song that came on my iPod. There's just a mixture of songs and sometimes the Christmas one will come on and I was just sitting there singing. He's like, you need to skip this. I'm like, no. Drive yourself, okay? Let us know, honey. It's what I told him. Okay, so I put in the silver dollar eucalyptus. Look how full and pretty that is, y'all. I love it. So now we're going to go back and add a little bit of that additional wheat that we had. So we've got this right here. And look how pretty this is. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut these in a few pieces. Make myself a little pile, you know how I do. And add these next. Just for some fullness and just a little bit of length because these are such a different shape than those other flowers. There. Next week, guys, I think, watch me be wrong, I think we have a jack-o'-lantern we're going to do. It's one of my favorite things here. They're working on the shipping and stuff, but it's going to be one of my favorites that we do. So Halloween jack-o'-lantern, I think, next week. And hopefully I can get a good deal on that for y'all. Okay, so I've grabbed myself a little bit of this wheat. Look how pretty this one is. And now I'm just going to go through my cone and add this in too, okay? Okay, I'm just rotating this around. You just put this wherever, if you have a space or a hole that you need to fill in, this is a good item to do that with. Stella, my baby, she's at the groomer today. I'm so sad I'm going to miss her. When she goes to the groomer, y'all, Dolly gets so depressed. She like just sits on the floor and pouts, basically, because her friend's gone. And I hate taking her to the groomer because, you know, I found this out. Listen, I had like a hard time one time and I was like, why do I have to drop my dog off at the groomer between 7 and 9 a.m. if she's not ready till 5:30? And that's because they do them in sections. They have someone that gives the dogs baths, and so they do that while they're cutting other dogs. And they all have different, you know, it's like a team in there. And they all have different things that they do and the times they do it. I just hate that she's got to stay in the cage all day long at the groomer. When I pick her up, she usually doesn't speak to me for 3 days. But her hair look good, girl. It's so ratchet right now. She's so, just her hair is just god-awful. It looks like a Brillo pad. And she has lost her nail polish. So she's getting turquoise teal nails. And she's getting what's called an FFT, which is face, feet, and tail. But I told him, girl, please shave that tail down just a little bit because it's literally like a feather duster. And she got it hooked in my Christmas lights the other day, my Halloween lights, about pulled over my pumpkin. So I told her, we can't have that. You gotta fix that tail. Okay, y'all, I think we have finished up this cone. Look how pretty now that we've added all this stuff in there. So here's another tip, okay? Take you one of these picks, okay? If you have these little 6-inch picks or make your own, and you can tie yourself a small little bow, probably with this size cone. What would work best is a 1.5-inch ribbon, and you can put that on one side. Therefore, if you have double cones that go at the tombstone, you can put a bow on the front and just kind of give it a little bit more color and bring out some more of that seasonal, you know, whatever you want to do. I do that a lot of the time when I go to the cemetery for my loved ones. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, all the bushes are 50% off at ellishomeandgarden.com. There's so many wonderful things, and everything is pretty much on sale. They've got fall decor, Halloween decor, they've got lots of floral, they've got floral supplies, they're starting to get Christmas on there. Just so much great stuff. I'm gonna have to go shopping, girl. God, why did you tell me my hair looks so bad? Anyway, I found something out too. Remember I told you I was balding up here? Well, I found out that if I don't really put any gel back there, it looks full. So I have just, that's why it probably looks so horrible and I need a haircut. But Did you guys know that for any of you guys that are watching, if your husbands are kind of like your hair's falling out? I think I just put too much gel in it and it looked really thin because the other day I went to Hobby Lobby and just kidding. I went somewhere and I forgot where I was and I was smelling a candle and I was bent down and Morgan was like, oh girl, you can check out that bald spot. She took a picture and I really fell over on the floor in Hobby Lobby aisle 4. So, look right here. Can y'all see a difference? How's it look, Gina? Does it look pretty thin? Or is it okay?
You can't see it.
She's lying. So anyway, yeah, it looks better. Okay, y'all probably thinking, why am I talking about my hair? Anyway, okay, y'all, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. We love you for watching. EllisHomeandGarden.com. You guys can find me at Designs by Dylan on Facebook, girl. I have a design group, Dylan's Divas, if you guys are interested in learning more about floral design and, of course, having fun. And we will see you guys next week, 10 a.m. CST here at Ellis Home and Garden. And honey, you better be ready with your Bloody Mary or your mimosa because we're going to do a store tour. And you know me and Dana get in a whole bunch of trouble when we do those things because we'll be looking at everything. And my shopping cart just fills up. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday at 10 here at Ellis Home and Garden. Bye, y'all.
Bye.